up? I'm Franny, and I'm here with Sir Jordan Osserman in a super secret, never before recorded location.
My name is Jordan. I'm a Dartmouth 11 and a Women's and Gender Studies major, and I'm here to give you guys a little Dartmouth history lesson.
The evolution of tools. You may be wondering where Mistress Dartmouth's beautiful visage is. Well, she is extremely busy with her thesis right now, so you're going to be seeing a little bit less of her, but a lot more of me. So let's get started. You may remember an incident in the summer of 2007 involving Theta Delts and Kappas, but Jordan's going to refresh your memory if you don't.
Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority decided to boycott Theta Delta Chi fraternity. There was an article in the D which summarized the incident, and I'll quote from it. The president of Kappa wrote, "We all walked up and boys came pouring out of the windows, the doors, the woods, yelling obscenities at us. The words bitch and whore were yelled in every sentence. Following the screaming, they proceeded on to trash their basement and tip over all the pong tables." Then, in his apology for the incident, the Theta Delta president noted, "The guys were all hyped up and very testosterone-filled."
They just couldn't control the testosterone that was pumping through their veins.
What could they do? The reason I choose to highlight this incident is to contrast it with a very interesting little group. So back in the 1800s, late 1800s, the Theta Delts actually used to dress in drag. They had their own fraternity dramatic troupe where they performed for members of the Dartmouth campus.
Boys in lipstick and crowns and dresses.
Not only did some of them dress as women, but as you can see in the picture, they put their arms around each other, they were really close, perhaps kind of gay, but that was cool. Rubbing shoulders.
Rubbing sweaters.
But no one really cared about it at the time, because that was what a Dartmouth man was. He cared about the arts, he cared about learning, and he cared about his fellow man.
He didn't just care about fucking bitches and
fucking them up. Things began to change around the 1920s, 1930s, sort of towards the middle and moving into the middle of the 20th century. Around that time, the specter of homosexuality emerged. They worried that guys who dressed in drag might be considered gay, and all they wanted to do was prove how not gay they were. So, you know, the ideal Dartmouth man was a star football player or athlete of some other sort.
Some fraternities, you drink out of the asshole of a different dude.
So, one fraternity, Epsilon Kappa Phi, which no longer exists at Dartmouth.
sadly.
Really, unfortunately. They got really into the whole dressing in drag, dramatic troupe stuff. And people sort of got the idea that they might be kind of gay. The president, Ernest Martin Hopkins, began to worry that these Epsilon Kappa Phis were bringing, you know, straight bros to their farmhouse and turning them into inverts. So, as you can see from the pictures we have for you of the Epsilon Kappa Phis, they really got into dressing in drag. You know, they went all out. They got frilly hats.
They were fierce.
They were fierce. They were fierce bitches. And the school didn't like that. So Hopkins cracked down, kicked out a few alums who were sort of in charge of this little farmhouse where they threw their, you know, alcohol-fueled orgies. Shit hit the fan and they were gone.
In conclusion, Theta Delts and all men of Dartmouth, in fact, put on a little lipstick, you know, borrow your girlfriend's underwear.
Do your best rendition of Macbeth.
And, you know...
And you'll stop calling women bitches.
The world will be a better place, and so will Dartmouth.
That's it for our episode of Dartmouth Dominatrix.
I hope you learned a little bit about the history of tools. I'm Franny.
And I'm Jordan.
Bye.